At a time where free speech is getting that big boot stepped on it. That boot appears to be growing by the day. At a time where people are getting knocks at the door for Facebook posts. You can't say this, you can't do that. Trigger warnings on sitcoms. People confused what they can say, what they can't say, and that boundary being pushed more and more. Any little wins, even little ones, when it comes to free speech, I think are worth sharing. And this is one of them. A guy ended up, I don't even think he was, according to the reports, actually even going there, but he was at this ceremony, he ended up there with the crowd celebrating King Charles at that time. And at the back of the crowd, he shouted, "Who elected him?" Right. Expressing his ability to express himself and free speech. And at the time, because of the frustration, that's what he shouted out. Who elected him? He was arrested, but subsequently has received compensation for wrongful arrest. £2,500 from Thames Valley Police for being arrested wrongfully. Now, the guy who received the compensation has said, well, look, it's better than a slap in the face with a wet fish. And his plans, maybe, with the money is to buy a bike. So when he looks at the bike, it reminds him of that small little victory that he had. The overall problem with this sort of stuff is, of course, being arrested in the first place, isn't it? The idea that it's even got close that you can be arrested, public order, which is what he was arrested for. Public order for shouting something like, "Who elected him?" Actually being arrested for that is, borderline, if not full type dictatorship, isn't it? Of course, there may be a bit of nuance. There may be some other details around that, but ultimately he has had compensation for the unlawful arrest. But the idea of being arrested for something like that, or even getting close to it for shouting something out, is the problem, isn't it? So that's the thing in regards to free speech that needs the pushback for sure. So, small victory, but well worth it. Ta-ta.